All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another edition of Uper Farmer Cigar Garage Talks. We are out in the garage today. It's not nice outside. Threatening of rain, lots of wind. Temperature's not bad, actually, though. It would actually be a nice day visually for shooting, as the sun is kind of blotted out by the clouds, so you don't get the glares and whatnot. But that wind would just be murder on this audio, and I don't feel like doing that to you guys this week. Before we get into it, what are we smoking? What are we drinking? The cigar tonight, the Flat Earth by Oscar. Fun cigars. They're box press cigars. Oscar Valderas makes them. He just does a really good job. They're up there with some of my most favorite, or he's one of my favorite cigar producers. The beer, Fruitsicle, sure, strawberry banana, is it ale, I'm hoping? Strawberry banana beer. It doesn't say if it's an ale or an IPA. I hope to God it's not an IPA. Plus, a fun glass to have it in, because why not? A little cloudy, a little hazy. This one's from Odd Side. They do pop up quite a bit. A little bit ahead. Okay. Thankfully, it is strawberry banana, not banana strawberry. The strawberry is definitely stronger right now. That might change as we drink. So anyway, videos are going to be kind of out of order. Vashman and Swedish Compass officially got off to college. We shot the fire video, sitting by the fire talking. My goal was I was going to drop them off at college, and then then I was going to come home and post the video. But drop off did not go as planned. So, for starters, Swedish Compass was all, and I think she is still, pretty nervous. This is all new to her. Really pushing her outside of her comfort zones. She got pretty sick, actually, on the drive up. Lots of anxiety, which we kind of knew was going to happen. It was expected that she was going to have a very rough go at it. It was really funny, though, as we drop her brother off. Her brother's suite mates come over to say hello, introduce themselves. Nice young boys. But they had just gotten back from the gym, so they had muscle shirts on, they had biceps, rippling. And Swedish Compass looked at me and said, "Dad, I think I'm going to like college." Oh boy, what every father wants to hear. She found the boys at college. Now, I do trust her. I doubt anything's going to happen with it and whatnot. But, hey, if it makes her more relaxed, great. We still had to deal a little bit with her and some of her anxiety and whatnot of going to college. But she seems to be in a good place. Although she did text us the woes of, like, losing your identification card so you can't get lunch or get into your building. So that kind of sucks for her, but, it will be worked out. So there was that. We had to deal with, moving 2 children into dorm rooms, but Vashman comes up to me and says, "Hey, Dad, can I borrow your credit card? There's some fees that they want me to pay." I said, "Well, son, I suppose so." So how much are the fees? Swedish Compass, I'd pay. She had like a technology fee for like $120, something, not a big deal. That's what I was figuring his was. He said, "Well, it's $6,500. And I was like, "Excuse me, what?" He's like, "Well, yeah, I'm on a payment plan for my tuition. Tuition's gonna be $16,000 for this semester." Turns out, some little boy forgot to fill out his financial aid paperwork with the college. So he was down as a self-pay student, No grants, no loans, no scholarships, nothing. Like out of pocket expense. Oh boy, oh boy. So that took a good chunk of time. We had to fight with, not really fight, but bounce around the college, talk to a bunch of different people, prove that he comes from a big family. He's got the tip grant, or should get the tip grant, because he was on Medicaid when he was young. One of the perks of being very poor when you started off with children. He gets 2 years of college paid for. Like everything should be paid for through this tips. So that chewed up a bunch of time. We then met with a priest friend of ours. I was in our plan to do anyway. Met with him, socialized, had a good conversation, some good talks. We then also took Swedish Compass and Vashman and Swedish Compass's sweet mate to the store. We invited her out to come to the store, see if there's any necessities you guys need, toilet paper, cleaner, stuff like that. So that chewed up some time. And yeah, we ended up, what should have been probably like a 4-hour drop off, turned into a 8-hour running around campus, talking to people, running around town. Just a whole song and dance debacle. Good news, everyone's there, everyone's doing good. We can finally relax. Our two oldest are off at college. And I will admit, it was a little weird not having them here. Vashman did go to college last year, but we'd kind of gotten used to him being around the house. The next two oldest children realize that they are the oldest. They are now responsible for doing chores and kind of picking up some of the stuff that their older siblings used to do, like dishes and chickens and cat care and dog care and a whole host of other things. We are going to dial back some of our projects. It's kind of time anyway. Our chickens are just not having a good run of it. There's pretty much have stopped laying eggs. So I think we're going to call them off this fall and just kind of call it a wash. Maybe give it a year or two and then get new chickens and start over again. It's just kind of time. In all cycles of raising livestock, there always comes this time when you just want to kind of clear out the barn, take a break, reevaluate, and then jump into it in a year or two. So there is that. Which is pretty cool. Like I said, everyone seems to be adjusting well. We had a little emotions out of J-Man. He had a moment where he got pretty sad because him and Swedish Compass are very, very, very close. So when she left, he got pretty upset with everything. Everyone else seems to be pretty good. No big emotions, which is good. Kind of hoping for that, hoping that we could just have a nice, easy transition to this new year. Before you ask, me and homeschooling mama are doing great. Not a big deal at all for us. We're excited, actually, to see them transition into this next step of their lives. Will they be missed from time to time? Oh, yeah. Will we think about them constantly? Are we breaking down emotionally and crying? Hell no. We're just really glad that they're moving on with their lives. They're doing other things. Is that wrong? Some people have accused us, but oh well. We definitely knew we didn't want them to stay with us for the rest of their lives. We also knew that they would not mature and develop and grow, staying at home and maybe going to the community college here. So it always was they were going to go off to college somewhere away from their family. So I'm happy for them. Now, granted, they're a lot closer than Vashman was his first year. Plus, the city that they're going to college in, we're going to bump into them quite a bit. I have a lot of stuff I have to do with work there. Homeschooling mama does a lot of errands up there. So, needless to say, we're going to see them a lot more than we saw Vashman his first year. But that's good. I think they'll enjoy that. And it definitely takes some of the pressure off of them knowing that mommy and daddy can, if needed, check in on them, which is good. I think Swedish Compass really needed that. But anyway, folks, yeah, they're doing great. I'm excited for them. I'm glad to see this next chapter of our lives has started. Oh, other big update. We can all fit in one vehicle now as a family. Ever since baby boy was born, we've had to take two vehicles everywhere. But now with those two gone, we can finally just take the van and go. We are planning a bigger trip next weekend. Because again, we can put everyone in one vehicle and just drive, just go someplace. We don't have to worry about who's going to be left behind, who's going to take the spare car. We are down a driver because Swedish Compass would drive to like farmers markets and stuff, but that's a problem that I think is easily dealt with. We dealt with it for many, many years when none of them did have driver's license, so we do it again. So anyway, I'm very happy for my family. I'm very happy for what's happening, what's going on, what we're doing. Excited to see what my two oldest do with their lives now that they're really starting to kick their lives off. But I'm going to go continue to be happy with them. Probably no doubt answer some text messages that they sent me in the last few minutes as they get settled in. I'm going to enjoy my delicious cigar and my interesting beer. So, to everyone else, stay safe out there. See you on the next one.